So, hello, good evening. Hi, my name is Petra. Thank you for inviting me and having me. We know each other since a long time when we were sitting in very, very small rooms, super cold in winter, I remember. Yeah,
Yes.
so Block&Wine. Yeah, nice to see your progress. By the way, I'm very happy to give you a small introduction of ktchng.com. ktchng.com combines three future technologies: object recognition, machine learning, and wallet as a payment. We have created a token, KTC. One KTC is directly back to the euro, and the whole token is confirmed by the Financial Market Advisory here in Austria, by the FMA. So, of course, with some, how to say, Bedingungen, yeah, so we are not allowed to do, for example, tradings in exchanges. This is forbidden, and it's also not possible to pay a whole purchase outside in the reality, as in the real economy. Otherwise, we would be e-cash, and therefore we need a bank license, and we want to avoid that as long as we can. Yeah. So I have to take the laser sword here for. Ich brauche die zweite Folie. I need the second slide, please. Okay. Okay. When we started 2090, before 1 year before, of course. I've seen that we have a lot of challenges outside in the tech biz, and once was the question, if Google is so good, why we have a lot of influencers, and why a lot of influencers have a lot of followers and no revenues. And the other question was, if Amazon would be so exciting after 20 years, we would not have any shopping mall outside. And no other new shopping mall in reality would ever have built if Amazon would really cover all the markets. So, and yeah, okay, Facebook and the customers and the churn rate of Facebook, Zuckerberg knows that he has issues, so therefore he's creating the metaverse. And this was maybe a very good decision. So, and the other problem we have, and there the blockchain is coming into, that we have a lot of big data outside that we have to bring to a smart data environment. For example, therefore, we use machine learning or, let's say, artificial intelligence. But if somebody is telling you that he's doing artificial intelligence, this is a lie, you know. We are doing machine learning on a third level worldwide, because we have data silo troubles and a chip problem, especially in the cars. It's not only that the hardware cannot produce because of the war in the Ukraine. No, it's we have too weak chips. We can create a lot of more data that we can cover in a chip. For example, a little small Opel Corsa, in the meanwhile, with all the chips it has into, creates on a way of 70 kilometers more data than a whole Hollywood movie. And now count worldwide all the cars with a lot of chips outside creating data every millisecond. So we have a huge data problem worldwide. Maybe you have seen Microsoft, they are using the ocean in the meanwhile for storage the data. In YouTube you can see this, Microsoft Storage Ocean. If you search for that, you can see a very nice video about that. Amazon, for example, is using the desert as well as Israel, for example. The backup from Israel is in the desert because Israel as country also creates a lot of data. But these are now, you see, worldwide we have a lot of problems. If ktchng can solve one, we are lucky. Yeah? Okay, another slide, please. Nein, achso, das kann ich selber machen. Cool. Nein. Seitlich. Der VR. Aber zurückkommen wir nicht mehr. We have a hardware problem now. So, warte. Okay. What have we done at the first site? We have created our own object recognition. Yes, Google is working on an object recognition. Amazon also, of course, they have a lot of databases, huge databases after 20 years. But what we have seen is that, for example, Google is really not covering all the networks. So I will show you what I mean in a few minutes. And the other thing is that as a company, you want to use the API from Google, you have to pay for the needs we have, more than 70,000 euros a month, just licensing the API. So with that, you cannot bring this to the mass market, to a critical mass. From my point of view, if a technology is not catching the critical mass, it has no right to exist. I'm not talking about technology in military or NASA or so on. No, just normal technology that we can use with our hardware, smartphone, TVs, whatever gadget we will get from the glasses, yeah. So we are working on our own object recognition. End of June, as a beginning of July, we are bringing a new version of our object recognition. I will show you then a small Input, what's new. Also das funktioniert nicht so richtig da mit dem Plus Minus. So, this is what you see now when you go to the app stores and downloading the application. So there is this button, you can use the button, you can drive the button and so on. If an object is recognized, you get a result. Yeah, and if the object is not recognized, you are sending us a video about 4 seconds, and therefore you are getting 1 KTC in your wallet. Yeah, with the wallet, you can send KTCs to friends. I will show this then to you. And also if you share products. For example, if this is a Michael Air Jordan and you know a friend that is totally in that, you can share it. You see here, you have seen a cool product for you. So please share it, and sharing is caring. So you're getting 1 KTC in your wallet. We are working on version 3 in the app stores, should be in autumn in the app stores, and there we are opening the whole platform to the users, uploading videos, telling friends in videos why you like the product. You can share, and everything you are doing inside the network, you earn a KTC. What you can do with the KTC, first of all, you have to collect the KTC. Then, in the future, the industry can use the KTC to pay advertisement in our ktchng ads system that we will open in good case before Christmas. If it's not possible because of some reasons, you know, development sometimes has deadlines, but you know, if we reach the deadline is another thing, yeah. So in good case before Xmas, otherwise first quarter of next year. So, and I was vergessen. Yeah, what I want to say is that we are a business-to-consumer platform. Yeah, so we really want to bring this idea of tokenization of economy or tokenization as a payment to the critical mass outside. And yeah, maybe you know, or as you know, that business-to-consumer platforms, especially in Europe, there is not one. The last platform was SAP, and this was a business-to-business platform. So why are we? It's not possible for Europe to do a business-to-consumer platform. Yes, it's super capital intensive, of course. You need a lot of money before you earn money, yeah, because you have to build the architecture in the background, design and this and that. So, and the user wants everything for free, and it has to work. So, and the user we need costs, you know, and will never give us money. I don't know, maybe, honestly, as a private person, I have given to Facebook not 1 cent after 10 years, you know what I mean? So the user is used to have everything for free because this is what he has learned in the 90s with the start of internet. Everything is here for free, also newspapers. Next interesting topic, but this is now a little bit advanced. What is ktchng doing? We are combining all the ecosystems digital as well, in good case, in the future, hopefully also in reality. For example, if you want to buy a Michael Jordan Nike Jordan shoe, you can go to Maria-Hilfer-Straße to the Nike store, and if the Nike store has an account at ktchng, you and the store have automatically a wallet. And I'll show you then how quick and fast the using of the KTC is in the future. The first version was programmed in the Ethereum blockchain. Our Ethereum blockchain is already ready, but I took the KTC out of the Ethereum blockchain last autumn because of some reasons. We are waiting now more than 1.5 years of an update of Ethereum, and honestly, I like the Ethereum blockchain. I like the technology that Ethereum is covering, but we really have problems to use this blockchain for a wider use case if they do not give us an update. Because, the gas prices, creating a KTC is honestly, at the moment, a way easier out of the blockchain. I know this destroys a lot of philosophy. We were talking years ago, and we all love the idea of decentralization. But, sometimes you have to go 1 or 2 steps back to make a huge step forward. Crisis like we are into right now, it's not only the crypto winter, we have a lot of crises worldwide. If you see it positive, always creates technology jumps. So you will see 25, 26, when a lot of those things we have to solve, hopefully is solved or gone, then you will have a huge jump in technology in the chip industry. Maybe, there are ideas that we have quantum chips in hardware, in the glasses, yeah. You will see there is then, if the economy increases again, we have a lot of potential when it comes to new forms of technology that companies like you are inviting are producing right now. The plus in the crisis is that we have not a lot of pressure for scaling up, also from the investor side. Yeah, if the investor is not losing money, he is happy, so, and he gives us a lot of more time to scale up. Otherwise, tech companies always have a lot of pressure at the beginning. And this now is, we can be more focused, we can rethink things, and so on. This is a plus, just a positive aspect of everything, yeah? So, what we are doing with our wheel, I'll show you then the wheel, we cover all the networks. We don't say, please don't buy only at the retailer regional. Buy at Amazon, buy at Douglas, at Thalia, wherever you want. We give you all the possibilities where you can get the product. Where you do the decision to buy it depends on you. And means that we are linking in other ecosystems. Yeah? Neither Google, nor Facebook, nor Instagram is doing that. Apple also not. This comes from the 90s, everybody wants to have everything in their own ecosystem. Yeah? In this blockchain community, you also see this. They are dreaming of decentralization, and then they say, but we have to buy the fruits at the store around the corner. So this is totally central. We dream of a decentralization world, but when it comes to shopping and all the things that makes a rich country rich, shopping, yeah, because of the Mehrwertsteuer, the FIT. Yeah? So you need power of purchase, but this you have to do regional. This is central. This is not decentral, but this is a philosophy topic, and we don't have time to discuss this. I want to show you now, soll ich jetzt mich darunter stellen? Ich bleib oben. Okay. So, ja, danke. Jetzt mal einrichten. So, Entschuldigung. This is the new test version. Warte, ich mache das so. Can you hear me? Ja, man hört mich hier gut. Okay. 9. Oh ja, here. So this is the application here. You see there is this button, this icon, also this button here. I click the button. I'm scanning now this Fiji. So this is the new algorithm. If you scan one product, in the new algorithm you are getting more results, you see. You are not only getting this Fiji I have scanned right now, you will get also other products, also other mineral waters. Yeah, or where you can buy the product. Here is a wheel, and you see we are linking here to all the networks, eBay, Walmart. Okay, Walmart doesn't make sense in Austria, you know, but in the US, Walmart has, especially when it comes to Fiji, because this is a mineral water that is coming from the US. So, and you see Amazon also nearby. Yeah, you can ask at the nearby button where I can buy this product nearby, around 50 kilometers or something. Chaka, is it 50 kilometers or, yes. So, also, yeah, really, also in New York, when you're in New York, around about 50 kilometers will show you where you can buy it. If this brand has an app, we link you directly in the app stores. I know that they are, komme ich da nicht hin? You see? So, also, this wheel gives you to all the possibilities where you can buy it. I show this now mit einem anderen Produkt. So here is a phenotype menu, you know, you are opening, because we want you to scan the reality. If you scan the reality, you need to see the reality. You know, if I give you here by our design a lot of things on the screen, you cannot see the reality. So therefore we developed this kind of phenotype menu. I'll show you now what this new algorithm also can, and then I'll show you the wallet. So here is Jean-Paul Gaultier. You see a lot of Jean-Paul Gaultier and also other kind of perfumes. And what is interestingly, do you see this here? This is a furniture, this is Roche-Beauvois, and this is a pattern, a muster done by Jean-Paul Gaultier. And this is interestingly similarity search. Our goal is also, for example, you are scanning a Valentino dress, but you also get the info where you can buy a similar one, for example, at Zara or Mango. Yeah? So, the next thing we are working on. And now I'll show you the wallet. You can invite friends with the wallet, and you are earning KTC. You share products, you send us a video of a product that we cannot recognize. This is what I show you then at the end. So, the thing down. And now I show you the wallet in usage. You are in a shop, for example, or next to a friend. Yeah. So send. I send now 20 KTC to a shop. Yeah. This is because I'm using the same account on this. I make it vice versa. Just there's a security into, yeah. So if you have more accounts, yeah, you cannot send you directly all the time pushes. Otherwise, you know, have you. Also not possible. Test version. So, man sieht ja nichts. Also, and you get then, there is now the information that someone has sent me KTCs in the wallet, do you see? And you also should get the notification, maybe there was the notification, I don't know. So, and this is a 2-click wallet, so it must be that easy. Yeah? If we have the Ethereums into, for example, I have to tell the user that he has mnemonics. Yeah? We skipped 12 mnemonics, we're just using 12 mnemonics, for example, but nevertheless, it was super hard to explain a normal user out in the street what are mnemonics. You know, give me a password, I have a password, why I need mnemonics. So at the end, we decided at ktchng that it is not our job to explain the users outside the blockchain, you know. Bitpanda should do this with the Bitpanda Academy, you know. So this is really not our job. There will come a time where the people will understand it, and hopefully from the technology side, we have given a more easy using technology to the users, because this is what we have to work on. Can I have this? Ah ja, da bin ich nochmal. I want to show you now what's new in the version. Also here, I'm scanning here now something obviously that is not scannable. Yeah, you see the video is uploading to the machine. The machine now is learning this, and therefore you are getting a KTC. You have seen this one snowflake means one KTC, and this KTC is after the video is approved automatically then in, also one KTC is then in your wallet. In the new version, you see this profile now is a little bit static. We will open the whole platform to the user, means you can share videos, you can share comment content, and for now we have given into more than, I guess, 10,000 different products, also football clubs, cars, travel things, and everywhere you click is this wheel. And with that wheel, we are linking at the moment in more than 1 billion different, how to say this, not ecosystems, but yeah, possibilities where you can learn more about the product or image you are interested. Yeah, also we combine everything that is digital and outside. This is what we do. We are a kind of digital UNO or something, you know, because we are always coming in peace. We don't see these guys as competitors. We see these guys as collaboration partners. And I really want that the people can use this API in the object recognition. Object recognition is not really an issue now, you know, this will be solved somewhere. The system's getting better and better. Where we really have an issue is in the wallet. And we have to make our transaction in various ways a little bit more direct, faster, or anything else. And my goal would be if we can transfer this KTC to a real bank account. Therefore, I have to go to the FMI again, but we are working together with some good lawyers, so, or maybe a wallet, Apple Pay can help. I don't know, you know, you will see there will be a new kind of technology and whatever, we will see in some years, maybe someone, or what I believe is that we need a kind of transaction blockchain, you know. This is something I'm thinking a lot of, and maybe we will make a little small innovation, also in ktchng innovation department, where guys really are thinking of this kind of transaction chain. So, jetzt bin ich fertig mit meinem Vortrag. Ich könnte jetzt noch das letzte Bild zeigen. Mit der Rakete. So, also I'm finished right now, so, also, ja, bitte. time, 50 minutes, huh?
Ja. Wenn jemand, oder sorry, in English better, if anyone has a question for Petra, please look at me or point at me, I give you, oh you do, here.
Hello, thanks for the talk, and I have a few questions here. So what is how big is the expected audience and in terms of number of users and number of transactions, probably like volume of transactions?
Yes, so we have we started with version 1 in the Dachraum, also Germany, Switzerland, Austria, without any advertisements. Yeah, we reached more than 3,000 users. This sounds not a lot, but I give you another example. Facebook in America in the first year had 500 users, so this is relative. Users, to scale up is something that depends on money, so if you have a lot of money, you can scale up faster. This is easy, yeah? So, and what's more interesting, Kelly, how the database is growing, so, and there we see really good progress in increasing the database. Otherwise, the deep learning systems cannot work that fast like we want. So the increasing in our algorithm is really coming from the content managers. There is standing one ktchng content manager. This is Chaka. They did a lot of good work, especially in the lockdowns, because, sitting at home is boring, and we opened the office because everything was forbidden, but working was allowed. So the girls came out on the countryside, had their apartment, cooked together, and did super great jobs for our database, honestly. Yeah? So, and now the user should do this with their version 3. Yeah? Next question.
If I may ask, so what's your vision about going global? It seems like you launched
So, in a crisis like that, an internationalization is not, you should not do this. Yeah, maybe you also see this, Apple and all those guys, they don't bring new products. They also don't bring these new smartphones. They have it ready, but they don't bring it because in an inflation like that, the critical mass is not buying. Yeah, or you also have an inflation on new things. Internationalization is planned mid of next year starting, and we will go end of next year, 24, to the States. But going to the States as a company from Europe means that you have to have very deep pockets. Otherwise they blow you out, so you are faster back than you can spell your name. Yeah. So, and this must be planned, and in this crisis, this is also a good time to plan. Yeah, it's planned. America, 1.5 years, and Asia also, a little bit Asia, Hong Kong, Singapore, and something.
Another question? Two guys. Petra, I just have a question because you mentioned Ethereum. You have not chosen to take Ethereum because of the reasons, expensive and so on, and delays in the update. Mm. So what is this on? What kind of blockchain have you used now?
I put it out of the blockchain, because if you are very honest to yourself, and you're sitting and you're asking, do we need a blockchain? Huge discussions, tech guys, and then we say, no. Yeah. It is sexy to have something in the blockchain, but from the technology perspective, we have to say right now, in the status of this kind of development, the technologies, blockchain is a super young technology. Yeah, there is a lot of potential into, but we took it totally out of the chain. And I give you another example. I was at McDrive, especially in the lockdowns, because this was the only restaurant that has opened. Yeah, so, and it was, if you work you need food, and it has had open till 12 o'clock. It was amazing, So, and I was at this thing, and then a colleague told me, do you know, if you do a transaction, you have to start the application 1 minute before you do the transaction. Yeah, at McDrive, also in the lockdown, there is a rush hour. The people are getting annoyed if I would open my Ethereum wallet, yeah, or in the supermarket, yeah. This cash desk, please, at Hofer, they will kill you if you pay with Bitcoin, yeah? And then this lady, beep, 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 has to give you another kind of box to do this, We cannot do this in the real market. There is a lot of fantasy into, I really was sitting with these guys at the very beginning of this technology. I believe in this technology, but we have to do a lot, honestly. Yeah, this is, for now, you cannot use a wallet in daily life, and technology should make daily life easier. And waiting 1 minute for a transaction, come on, honestly, this fucking MasterCard is faster, yeah? I took it, bam, paid. We don't like it, but it's the fucking truth. Fucking darf ich nicht sagen auf der Bühne, also es ist die Wahrheit. It's the truth, And we have to solve that. And it's the solution is not going to MasterCard. Please take my token to the MasterCard. No, this is not decentral because there is an intermediary into. And peer-to-peer needs decentralization. But then I need the MasterCard, come on. Okay, this is, so this is jetzt a little bit enthusiastic and, but...
We loved your outspokenness ever since.
Yeah, you throwed me out of the community because of my emotional things,
This was before the crisis, and I think that was a crisis, but anyway.
Okay.
No, but I mean, your pledge for a transaction chain, I think, is definitely heard. And something else, I mean, this is not a question, not to be understood cynical, but rather bullish. Isn't it now the time for a euro stablecoin, and is KTC not exactly such a thing? Because now thinking about the outer circumstances, have you ever thought about that? Is that something which is on your agenda? Since, especially now Circle coming in and seeing who is collaborating with Circle, I think it's one associated institution which is from Europe, working with Circle, but no European stakeholder getting involved into that, which is clearly now with negative interest rates gone, clearly a case we should make. That's something would have touched your mind?
Yes, but you always have to go to the regulator before you do things. And this is what I have done before we brought version 1 out. Of course, we programmed it in parallel, but I went to the regulator because it's good behavior. And you know your collaboration, you talk to Mr. Divok whilst we have done this because of this Umsatzsteuer thing. You remember you have written a one-pager. This is, by the way, now at Wolf Theis, well known, yeah, just saying. And they ask who has written this? Yeah, this guy from the university. Okay, because they did not know how many taxes we have on this KTC. And this is the next thing, because we also have, in the shop, we have a web shop with merchandising products, and you can pay a little bit of the amount of the purchase in KTCs, and the rest you pay in euro or Visa or something. And for that, there was a huge discussion where we have the Umsatzsteuer, the FID. Do we have this also on the KTC? So when it comes to this stablecoin thing, the regulator in Europe is, there are windows of opportunities and there is a possibility, but I believe that we have to split the KTC1 to a KTC2. And now the question is, do they give me all the permissions on the KTC1 or I let the KTC1 like it is because it's confirmed? And they allowed us a lot to do. And not trading this in the exchanges, for me, it's logical because they forbid us to trade the KTC in the exchanges because of the volatility. And why we have currencies outside in the real market. Doesn't matter if we like these currencies or not, if they are ruled and managed by central banks, but they are giving, in good case, us a kind of stability that your croissant is costing next day the same like the day before. This should a main currency giving to the market. Therefore, we have 4 or 5 main currencies. So to break this rule, no, they will never allow that. Doesn't matter how many inflation you have on each currency, like we have it right now. What I can try to do is to split the KTC1 to a KTC2, and then you can go to the exchanges and have fun. Also here, it's not our job to explain you how to trade cryptos. Also here, go to Bitpanda, yeah, or maybe N26 or whomsoever. Interestingly is then who is giving you the transfer back to your real bank account. Yeah, if I say, okay, you have 1,000 KTCs in your wallet, and now you say, but I want this 1,000 KTC in euro.
Exactly. And it's obviously not ktchng which giving me the payback.
Yes, but we have to understand, also, first I thought, for example, that you have to open a new bank account at Raiffeisen Bank. Because Raiffeisen Bank then is taking the KTC1, is trading it or transferring it to the KTC2 or to Bitcoin or whatsoever, it's trading it with the analysts in the bank, and you have it in your account. But I don't know if you know, a lot of banks are giving a lot of interviews in startup magazines, what they are all doing in the blockchain. They do nothing. And they are not willing to do anything in the future. So a company needs an account at a bank, and then we transfer that as a company directly to your bank account. This is at the moment the only way. So I need a bank that is covering me, for example, an amount of money and is transferring me, the KTC to the euro. From my bank account to your account that the user means in the new wallet, if you want to do this, the split, you have to do then the whole KYC process. Makes this wallet a little bit more stressy. Yeah, for the user it's not so easy. But if you really want to do this, you have to do these exercises for yourself as a user. And if you use this clever, you can earn money, with the platform. Yeah. But it's all about the regulator. And the regulator wants to give us a digital euro, so yeah, we will see. We are working on, we try it. Otherwise, we have to inform the market that you guys use this wallet, because when you download the application and you make a simple onboarding process, you automatically have a wallet. And this wallet is working. So if we understand as people, use this wallet, it's for free. Use it in the market should use it, Not the whole purchase, not the whole coffee, croissant, morning breakfast or something, just 30 KTC or 10 KTC, and then this costs you $3 euros or something, So you can use it, it's your decision, peer-to-peer. For that, we don't need a blockchain, we don't need a bank. And this KTC1 is confirmed, It's allowed to do this. And the technology is easy given. And using is your decision. So use it.
Okay, thank you very much, Petra. What I remember mostly from what you presented us is the slogan, "Scan reality." I like it a lot. So hopefully in a few years we see each other, all of us, in the metaverse. Again, thank you again, Petra Augustyn from ktchng.
Danke. Danke.